Back Benley. Here's Clark, a good look from three. She got it! The first three in the career of Caitlin Clark. With 16 points, she's played terrific defense as well. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and hits. Probing, drags out Nelson Adota. Clark will fire, and hit the three. Caitlin Clark with her third three of the night as her parents celebrate. Just no space. Connecticut everywhere. Here's Clark with Banham guarding her. Clark gets bumped, will take, and hit from three. Clark up to 18 points.
Leavish hounding Clark. Clark, step back three, knocks it down.
Of that run to the finals before the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark connects on a three.
Just for that reason, they're too deadly from behind the arc.
An 11-0 run for New York. Clark, she got another. Second three of the quarter for Caitlin Clark.
As Lainey Hamilton has been to Caitlin Clark all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark connects on a deep three. Katie Lou Samuelson can't hit the long two. It stays here with Indiana. Clark, a deep one. You bet! A Brooklyn logo bomb from Caitlin Clark.
She has that one foul, knows it's important not to pick up the second because she got 2 in the first quarter against Connecticut.
Clark connects on a three. Connecticut an early 9-point lead. Clark a three. It is good. Second three of the quarter for Caitlin Clark. Bonner gets denied by Boston. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
Points of 9 of 13 shooting.
And 12 assists now for Seattle.
Clark answers, and that is the first triple of the game.
Absolutely blown the roof off.
But playing at UConn, she is used to all of this. Oh, Caitlin Clark, rookie on rookie crime right there in Mule's face.
She had a defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Oop, that is. She missed her first 7 and knocks that one down, and it's a big one. This is what they came for.
Oh my goodness, it never gets old.
She's going to let it fly, and she's going to connect. Oh, Caitlin Clark.
NCAA ranks. We've got some score power on the court. Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlin Clark gets away with a little shove inside, creates that space. That's putting up some buckets. It sure was. Top 4 scorers at the college level here in this one as Caitlin Clark, and now back-to-back buckets.
Here is Clark. She will launch and bury a three.
And Hamby had a clear out.
Giroux turns, ducks in. Back Benley stays with her. Blocked from behind. That was Clark. Now Clark looking to push. Cross-court pass. Pull back to Clark. She will launch and bury a three. The Christie side's going to trust her second-year pro. 5 fouls. Just under 8 minutes to play. Clark finds some space and hits a three. Clark over Horston, hits a three.
So when Caitlin goes off the ball, typically she comes off a stagger on the weak side. But she comes off a pin down here, wide open. Bang! Really good interior passing, but Indiana's got to stop letting the ball get into the paint. They've got to keep it out.
Clark, step back, hits a three.
Defensive board or a turnover and push pace the other way. First in the league in fast break points.
Clark connects on a deep three.
Around women's basketball, they understand their impact and what it has done and how they are living out their dreams today.
And right on cue, Clark connects on another bomb.
It's been the second and third quarter that's been the issue for the Liberty. So let's see if they can have a better one here today as Clark finally hits her first shot of the night.
Here's Clark. Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the logo, drills it. Meg McDonald, Chrissy Winter-Scott, Megan McPeak with you here. Clark pulls off that screen, knocks it down. Even with her body fading, she can still control that shot. Clark, pull up three, at one. Tickles the twine.
How about Caitlin Clark? Her thought. So you love to see that DMV showing up, showing out.
Clark, an absolute.
So the best thing you can do as a defender is not give it to her.
Clark. Back-to-back triples for Caitlin Clark.
She wasn't going to be able to see Katie Lou after last night's game, so today, really the first time they're seeing her.
Clark, out of the inbounds.
Wow. Isolation here for Mitchell.
Clark, another one.
Harrington off the mark as Clark steps into a three. Connecticut, second last in the league in three-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves and rattles one in. Back and forth they go from deep.
She works hard and does her work early before the ball gets inside.
Cheyenne Parker married in the offseason. Clark catch and shoot, hits a three.
Christy Sides told us we have got to find a body on Reese. Clark gets freed up from up top. Clark with the basketball. 9 total points in the game. Steps it back from 3. Knocks it down. Caitlin Clark's second deep shot. Indiana, at least in the fourth quarter, an 8-3 rebounding advantage. Clark pulls, fires, hits for 3.
Washington has.
Did not hit a three in the first quarter, the Mystics. Clark way downtown, knocks down a three. Wheeler, Clark launches, hits a three.
Think about it, for her and her lethal shooting from outside. We mentioned it, just seeing them a couple of days ago, shooting 50% from three.
Just unreal. I mean, she put a lot of work in.
Will be their third. Caitlin Clark asks for the ball, and that's why.
He has done throughout her career at multiple levels.
Tina Charles just had 2 points against Indiana in their last possession, but Caitlin Clark.
The Indiana Fever having to take the ball out of the net a lot more here in this third than we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace.
Clark outside, and that's good.
Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting. Caitlin Clark with a difficult look from deep. A locked-in face.
Locked-in face.
Clark a deep three. You bet. I mean, the three-point contest can't wait for this year after what Sabrina Ionescu did last year. And you got Team USA against Team All-Stars. Clark connects on her third three of the game. 13 assists for Clark. Boston has 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark, a bomb is good. A logo three. And then a shrug and a stare from Caitlin Clark. Boston, who also has a 15-5-5 game today. Here's Clark, catch, fire, and connect. 5th three of the game for Clark.
Well, how about the fact Seattle had 11 wins all of last season? They're already at 10. Looking to tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark.
They've scored 10 points off of 6 Fever turnovers, so that's really the difference in the game right now. Clark
Leaning and hitting. Wow.
But they're not going to do that. And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, 3 ball in the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points, and they should have never had the ball there.
There's Copper from the corner. A good portion of her Threes come from above the break. Here's Clark, still trying to find her rhythm. A deep pull. Got it. Clark with the board.
Diana Taurasi has 48 triples coming into the game.
Logo! Clark with a deep three.
Clark launches, nails it. She's up there with rebounds, up there with steals. And she'll take the first three-pointer and knock it down and treat the fans to that.
And that's the way to push the ball in transition.
Oh, they're not going to waste much time. Caitlin Clark has her second three-pointer. 3 and some change left to play here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it down. Her third three of the quarter.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a three.
Got a little separation.
18-5 run here for the Mystics after the Fever rattle off the first 5. Clark trying to answer, and does with a three.
Ariel Atkins had possession.
Clark the switch on to Dolson, steps back and buries a triple.
That's the screen roll game I'm talking about.
Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches and hits a three. 3 minutes left to play in this one, and the hill is steep. 12 points. The Fever looking to erase. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. Hits a three!
And she knows how to use her body and get to her spots and being able to affect that defense.
Clark is coming off the masterful night and starts us off strong here from Indianapolis with a 3-ball. Clark stepping back and hits a three from ringside. It's Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin hit it. Today with plantar fasciitis, but her team is beating Indiana, and that's exactly what the Fever needed to start the fourth.
All right. They called it on Howard, her second. If anything, I thought maybe Kalani Brown might have been whistled for something.
Yeah, I didn't see that call at all.
Caitlin Clark, after a rough start. Clark, a little bit of daylight.
These 3 gold medalists as Boston dips inside and can't finish. Boston wrestling through a triple team. Here is Clark off the screen, launches and drops a triple. It's just 1 of 8 from the perimeter here so far. Indiana with the 4th fastest pace of play, and that suits Caitlin Clark.
She draws so much attention as well, so you have to be able to pay attention to her. Really get out in transition, see if you can get some early quick buckets.
Oh, Clark hits her 3rd three. Caitlin Clark is red hot here coming out of the Olympic break. I think that was the right decision by Christy Sides not to challenge it. Would have been a tough one to get. Clark off the screen, finds some space, and delivers. It's a triple for Caitlin Clark.
Here's Katie Lou Samuelson. Can't hit the three in the corner. Boston the rebound. Clark a good look. She got it. And can't get it to go. Ogumake, the weak side rebound, and then Clark the steal. Mitchell the knockaway. Clark's three. It's good. Indiana, a different team though. Clark. She got it.
Clark. And now with 22 seconds to go, here's Clark off the screen. The three-pointer is good.
She makes it look so easy. That's going to be what, if they can get back into this game, it's going to be grabbing those boards, getting some second chance opportunities.
Clark gets herself free and hits a three-pointer.
Picking up where she left off, she was huge in terms of her offensive production against Phoenix.
But the response for Caitlin Clark, top of the key three on the board.
Charles getting Ryan Howard a wide open shot.
And wide open is Caitlin Clark, but she can't knock it down from up top. Tries it again from a different spot. That one connects. And she still is trying to stay connected against Kelsey Mitchell. And Caitlin Clark knocks down her third triple. Just needs one more to tie.
Not shooting the three that easily or that comfortably.
I don't know if that's comfortable, but it's nice.
Over that left shoulder.
Austin had her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark hits a three.
So maybe it was a good timeout.
And here is Clark, wide open, knocks down a triple.
Well, Clark runs Carrington into Alyssa Thomas.
Benley easily wins it here for Indiana. Shot clock at 14. Clark, step back, hits a three.
A thing of beauty.
Since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattles it around for her first deep shot. Like Benley, working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot. Logo make for Clark.
Off Caitlin when she gives the ball up.
Well, the Fever on a 15-2 extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again, heating up.
You've got to pick her up.
And 2 possessions, 2 turnovers here for the Sky. Caitlin Clark running things. 8 assists, 15 points in the first half. Looking to add to her tally. The Sky shooting 38%. Caitlin Clark, another three-pointer.
4th three-pointer made. Every field goal made has been 3, and Clark gets her first field goal of the afternoon.
You know, you talked about, taking advantage of turnovers, but also taking advantage of the foul shooting, which right now the Wings are dominating in free throws.
Clark knocks down her second 3 of the ball game.
For Coach Sides and this team.
Clark comes back and answers.
I saw the adjustment just now.
Oh, yeah.
They work when you're not seeing them.
Clark from way downtown parries it.
Really get involved more on the offensive end.
3 players in double figures. Clark again with another 3.
And it sets up her ability to drive. She is a hard check. Tough to keep in front.
Clark, step back, hits a 3. Clark with 9 points, 7 assists here so far. Clark crossing over and dropping a 3.
3 triples.
Clark trying to answer. You bet.
So good.
Clark working on McDonald, who gives it a swipe. Clark, step back, hits a 3. Minnesota shooting just 29% here in the first quarter. Clark looking aggressive. Clark launches and hits a 3.
When you have those breaks, whether that's timeout, in between quarters, in between halves, to come out with the exact same energy, and especially that's one way to do it.
They would have one more win this year than each of the last 2 years combined. So look at Mitchell Clark playing catch, and Clark cashes in on a 3. This is a Minnesota defense that has been the lead all season long. Fever had their way with it in the first quarter. Clark trying to get Indiana started, and maybe that'll help. Boston setting up Clark. ABC.
Beautiful basketball
action right here.
Boston gets it back to Clark. Sidesteps Howard. She will launch and knock down a 3.
Makes it look so easy. You want to get 2 or 3 closeouts each possession, and if you do that, you're probably going to have a team in rotation, and you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark, step back 3. She connects here.
Jordan Canada has been a problem for Caitlin Clark. Pressure all game.
Clark, a problem for Canada there.
But when she gets separation, it's not a problem.
Possession start the 4th. Back Benley, handoff Clark, launches and hits a 3. We are level. Indiana's gone from up 7 to down 7. The Fever had all of the energy early on. Championship medal of Las Vegas on full display, and Clark dropping a 3. Leading the way out of that backcourt. Clark, Boston screen, fire away, hits a three.
Just missed one, come right back down with a pretty heat check. Being able to finish out his last a little bit.
Clark, step back, hits a three.
And they're going off the bounce. She's only shooting 67% from three.
Clark on a step back, buries a three. Germany also suffered an injury. This is just her 14th game and part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second three.
Very well executed for Caitlin Clark.
Play behind the back to Fagbenle. Indiana will reset. Clark fire away. You bet. Zune trying to frustrate Clark. Oh, but Clark with three more. Right over the rookie. Beaver can free her up. Clark off the screen. Clark launches, hits a three.
They like running her off this Iverson cut. Into a ball screen.
Clark, yes! A new career high for Caitlin Clark.
I don't know if Dolson was ready for that. It looked like she was positioning herself for a rebound. But she was right there in front. Clark, deep three. Fever general manager, and she just loves that Emily is playing so well as of late here in DC. Here's Clark. That one rattles through for the rookie. And, hey, welcome to the W, Caitlin Clark.